And now, in-depth coverage on an important transition underway to better protect you from credit card fraud. And joining me is consumer reporter Susan Hogan. Thank you, Susan. So we've seen a number of high-profile breaches over the past year, Target, Home Depot, but there's a couple of new things in place that hopefully will stop this troubling trend, correct?
Absolutely. Well, probably within the past 6 months, we've all been receiving credit cards with a new little chip on it, a new little chip reader, and that is to help prevent fraud. So what's really neat about these particular cards is normal ones with the magnetic strip. Every time you use them, the transaction code is the same. So if a fraudster or a hacker is able to get that transaction code, even if they don't have your card, they can keep using it over and over again. With these chip cards, every time you use the card, the transaction code changes. So there is no way for a fraudster, even if he gets one of those codes, to ever use it again, because it will change each time they use it.
Now, I know personally I've already received 2 credit cards in the mail, but if people haven't received their cards yet, are they coming soon?
6 out of 10 U.S. card holders have not received their new cards with the chip. That's fine. That does not mean that they cannot use the ones that they have now. The cards will come. What will happen tomorrow morning, October 1st, is the deadline that all retailers had to comply and actually come up and get these scanners, the readers for these particular cards. What's very interesting is, in the past, if there was a breach of security, the card issuer, MasterCard, Visa, whomever, the bank holder, would be responsible for that particular breach. Now, if retailers don't have those readers in place tomorrow and there is a breach in security, the retailer will now be responsible if any fraudulent transactions.
Because it was those readers, those scanners, that these scam artists were able to kind of infiltrate to get these codes, correct?
Absolutely. In many cases, for sure. I mean, there's so many different ways hackers can get into computer systems. That is certainly one. But this really will cut down on the breaches of security, will cut down on fraud. Just how much? Who knows? These hackers, I mean, it's amazing what they come up with.
Hard to find someone who wasn't impacted by this in the last year. All right, consumer reporter Susan Hogan, thank you so much. And you can find out more about the credit card chip transition right now at WPRI.com. Click on Call 12 for action under the News tab on our homepage.